Hi, my name is Marquise Dickerson, and I'm going to be talking about the biomechanics of the knee when kicking a soccer ball. Why I chose this topic? I chose this topic because it directly relates to me and something I'm passionate about, which is soccer, considering I play soccer myself. Soccer kick. A soccer kick is a multi-articular movement that involves multiple joints at the same time. It's characterized by the proximal to distal movement of the lower limbs of the subjected kicking leg. And for example, my subjected kicking leg most of the time is my right leg because it is my dominant leg. The key points are the flexion of the knee and the extension of the knee. The backswing, which is the first half of the motion, is when you're cocking your leg back. The knee flexes at an angular velocity of 745 degrees to 760 degrees per second during the backswing. During this time, the knee also internally rotates at the exact same time as the flexion of the knee. During the backswing movement, the backswing movement is completed just after contact with the ground, and the knee flexes, although it doesn't flex all the way. And knee flexion works simultaneously during the backswing motion to generate linear velocity, which has led to ball velocities of 35 plus meters per second. During the backswing, maximum knee flexion is achieved at the end of the leg cocking phase or when the leg is about to fully extend. Knee extension declines significantly right before the impact with the ground, so as you're going to plant your foot. The forward swing, as part of the beginning of the forward motion, the knee continues its flexion from the end of the backswing phase. The knee then begins its extension at a velocity between 860 degrees to 1,720 degrees per second, simultaneously with the hip flexing and the ankle adducting. The extensor moment of the knee is believed to be the key part of, or the most influential moment in developing power and velocity when or during the kick, while working simultaneously with hip flexion. Range of motion. Studies have shown that beginning kickers lack velocity in their kicks due to a process known as freezing. And freezing is when there's a lack of range of motion at the hip and knee joints, and this reduces the velocity in the kicks. It was also proven that increasing the range of motion in the knee simultaneously with increasing the range of motion in the hip leads to a greater production of max linear velocity during the kicking motion, as well as angular velocity at the knee and hip joints. Injuries. Injuries can occur during sports in various ways, but during the kicking motion of kicking a soccer ball, an injury can occur due to altered balance. It can occur due to different angles of approach to the ball that can increase loads in the knee joint. And it can also lead to an increased risk of injury to any ligaments and muscles surrounding the knee, whether that be the quadricep muscles or knee ligaments such as the ACL. In closure, knee flexion and extension play a significant role in linear velocity and ball velocity. And then increased loads on the knee can lead to an increased risk of injury, like I said, the ACL tears, MCL tears, or you could even strain or tear your quadriceps. And these are my sources.